I remember a story with Sammy, 16 years old. Me and him went to Marine Park, a pond. I wouldn't call it a lake, call it a pond. He took off all his clothes down to his underwear and he jumped into the water. And then he found a clam. He goes, Mike, look, it's a clam, right? So I took off my clothes into my underwear and jumped in, and now we're like taking all these clams, right? Get a plastic bag. We brought it home and we cooked it to eat it. Oh man, we were hugging the toilet for the next couple of days. Because when we came out of the water, it was all black. Mm-hmm. It was dead water.
Murky.
It was like murky, blackish water.
Yeah.
I don't know what we were eating. I think it was all like from the sewer. You know?
But do you see the contrast in that? That's an excellent story. The contrast in that is like you guys were this age and you guys was gangbanging, but you guys found the children's activity and you just jumped right into it like it was okay. So how can like do you see where I'm going with this? Like the dichotomy of the human personality. Like 1 minute we could be like planning to rob somebody or planning to kill somebody, but then we see a lake, we see some stuff. Oh no, let's go. Like
yeah, exactly.
We become children again.
Yeah,
we become children again.
Like that at that time.
Yeah.
So we had plenty of fun.
Mm-hmm. And that's what was crazy about being in a gang back then.
And memories, yeah.
We was children.
Yeah, there's some stories with him too. We went to a Asian party, and he jumped out of the car. He couldn't wait to go inside. Then he was surrounded by the green dragons.
Oh.
I went inside to look for him. By the time I parked my car, I went inside to look for him. I'm looking all around. Like, where'd he go? Looking all over for him. And then he told me, like, then I went outside back to my car. Then now I found him in the streets. Like, I was surrounded by the green dragons. They checked me, asked me Bin Lundo and all that. It could have turned messy.
Very.
Could have turned messy at that time.
Very.
Yeah.
During that time, in the Green Dragons' reign in Queens, they was the wildest gang out there.
Yeah.
In Queens. They was wild.
They surrounded him. There were like 5 guys surrounding him.
Yeah, he's very fortunate that he left with his life that day. Because back then, Green Dragons wasn't playing. They were shooting civilians. And one of the rules was don't shoot no white people because that brings heat. They didn't care.
Yeah.
They didn't care. So, yeah. It's crazy.
There's another story with either the Green Dragons or they started trouble with us in the Golden Q. Remember the Golden Q?
Yeah, I remember Golden Q. I used to go there. In hindsight, all the crazy shit that happened on the streets with the gang stuff is always perpetrated by children, kids. Majority of them.
You're right.
Majority of them.
They start young.
The
Asian gangs.
Yeah.
Those little.
We were truly children of the corn.
Because they use you. The leaders. They want to recruit like the 13-year-old, 14 and 15-year-old to do the shootings.
Because we're young and impressionable.
Exactly.
So
they're able to mold you and brainwash you.
Manipulate. I'm gonna use the word manipulate. Yeah. Like they was the true pimps.
Yep.
They pimped us out like a motherfucker. If you look at it, all the Dai Los, all the bosses, they pimped us out like a motherfucker. They used us, do this, go this, pick up this, blah, blah, blah. And meanwhile, they counting cash with machines and just giving us crumbs, and we think the crumbs is like gold.
Look at the history of all the Dai Los. They were all charismatic, right? They were all very smart and able to manipulate people and have a large following. Like look at David Dai from PTK. What makes him dangerous? Because he can unite these kids together.
Yeah. And he was a watch seller. He sold counterfeit watches on Canal Street.
Like he wasn't a gangster.
He was not.
No. But
none of us really respected him. That's a lot of us left when Amigo died, and David Dai was the one that had full control over all of us. I wasn't the only one that left. A lot of people left. Like that phrase, who the fuck is he? He's a fucking counterfeit watch seller on Canal Street. I didn't make that term up. I heard it from my other bros. Like, I'm not following him. Before this, he was selling watches.
Yeah.
So,
Look at the scientists, right? The scientists have his charismatic personality that was able to draw these kids to follow him. You have Clifford Wong, another person. He wasn't a gangster, but he was able to get these kids to follow him.
Yeah.
He was a waiter. And Fu Zhao Po, he was a waiter.
and he controlled one of the wildest gangs out there. You know?
Exactly,
So,
the Green Dragons. The only person is Kidzai. Kidzai didn't want that leader position, the Dai Lo position. He didn't want it. If you read his book, right? Stinky Bug was supposed, wanted it. You know, it was forced upon him by the members, the soldiers, because they respected
him
Kidzai
more. Yeah, and that's how it should be. I mean, that lifestyle shouldn't be, but that lifestyle, that's how it should be. Like the people that respects, that gets the most respect, you know. And
the thing is, you can have the respect, but you may not know how to be a leader.
Yeah, that's true. Like I had the respect, but I'm not a leader. I don't have, because leaders have to think. You know, like I don't like to think. I like to just react. That's why acting is great for me, because I don't have to think. I just follow the script. I get directed, so I don't have to.
I could see someone like you, if you were given that leadership position, you probably don't even want to be a Dai Lo.
No. At one point I did. Like when I was trying to.
Maybe like a Dai Ma, have your own little crew and clique.
No, I wanted power at one time, but now, like, no, man, no. The Dai Los are the first ones that they gun for, you know, like the FBI or whatever. I don't want that, no.
You could see yourself as like a Robin Chi, or like a scientist,
never.
or like
Never.
Clifford Wong.
Well, the scientist and Clifford Wong, I don't know personally, so I can't say I'll never be like him. But Robin, I would never be like him. Never. I can't. There's a mirror I look at every day. So no, I could never be like him.
Didn't you follow him?
Yeah.
You were under Robin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was. And you know the story. So I don't want to bring it up, but I could never be like him. Not trying to glorify what I did in the past, but we're cut from two different cloths. Like we don't have the same integrity and morals and principles. You know?
Yeah, a lot of these, the leaders of these gangs, they didn't pay their dues.
Nope. And on my first bid, I always said, yo, when I come out, all my ex-Dai Los, I'm gonna beat the shit out of them. You know, like, but then, by the time you get out, you forget about it. But
which Dai Lo
it's the best.
you would say is
It's the best.
the real deal?
Amigo.
Amigo, yeah.
Amigo's
that's
the real
one.
deal. Real fucking deal.
That's the real deal.
Real deal. Yeah. And
But then I'm so surprised that how come Amigo didn't get the same following as David Dai?
well, Amigo ran the streets. Like everything went through him, but he was all for the gang. He was all for the bros. Like if he had $1, he'll split it with everybody. Like that's who he was. And that's why they killed him, because they know that he was the backbone. Because BTK had beef with all the gangs at that time, and all the gangs got together to try to wipe BTK out. And they know killing David Ty is not going to solve that BTK problem. It's going to just put more power in Amigo's hands. That's why they killed Amigo, because they know he was a threat. They know he get busy. They know he definitely could move the needle. If he says go, everybody's on go time. Nobody's going to hesitate or, oh man, I got to do that. Nah. So, that's why they gunned him down, You go after the head. You go after the important head. He might be the figurehead. Everybody knows. You're a fucking counterfeit watch dealer.
David Dai was the figurehead, but he was able to gather all these people.
He gathered all the
Belong to
leftovers.
him.
He gathered all the leftovers. All the live ones
All
left
the
when Amigo died.
Vietnamese from other states who don't really know what the inner working of the BTK was like, that Amigo was the one who was truly respected.
He is. He was the one that he got all of us, and you cannot find one single ex-BTK member that would have one bad thing to say about Amigo. None. Zero. He never gave you a reason to dislike him. And it wasn't just us that respected him. All the other crews, like the Dai Mas from T.O., the Dai Mas from Go Shout, the Dai Mas from FD, they was friends with him. That's why his nickname was Amigo. He was cool with everybody. Everybody respected him. Everybody was cool with him. But at the end of the day, when you fuck with somebody's wallet, all that friendship shit go out the window. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Amigo is the one who can make things happen.
Yeah. He definitely could.
Even during my time in the streets, his name keep popping up, Amigo. And David Dai wasn't really seen as a threat. It was Amigo and his crew.
Yeah. Yeah, Amigo and his crew. And I was from Brooklyn and we followed him, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, and he was based out of Canal Street, you know?
Mm-hmm. And then you have these other Dai Los, what is it? Fu Zhao Po. Fu Zhao Po was originally Fuk Ching. Then he branched off and formed the Green Dragon. You know, after Atai got gunned down, then he went to form the Green Dragon. And then Akai took over Atai's position, became the leader of the Fuk Ching. And
well, you know the history of every single gang.
Oh yeah, you didn't know that?
I only know the histories of, you know, what I was a part of. I don't know the histories of every single one, you know?
Fu Zhao Po was originally a waiter, and he met Kid Zai at Kid Zai's club. He asked Kid Zai to borrow money because Kid Zai was doing loan shark back then to open a prostitution house. So Kid Zai loaned him the money, and from there he was selling coke to the girls who worked there. Then he parlayed that money into dealing with heroin. Then he made it big.
Yeah, like, I know other gangs, safe houses, I know where they hang out at because, you know, we need to know that in case war breaks out. But like, as far as their history, like, not that I couldn't care less, but it's just...
How many safe houses did you have when you were running around with your crew?
When you say safe house, you mean like apartment?
Like apartment. We call it apartment back in those days.
Yeah.
Nobody called it safe house.
No,
It was
apartment.
just for the purpose of the YouTube channel, so people can understand. But if we say apartment, people think that it's just
five
apartments, right?
Five.
Yeah.
No.
We had about the same. I remember we had one on, let's see, one in Woodhaven, one in Flushing. We have another one in Brooklyn. Actually, we had two in Brooklyn. One near Williamsburg, and then one in Chinatown. We always hang out at that gambling house called Kiu Ching, right next to Rosemary Theater.
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah, so...
All five of our safe houses in Chinatown.
Yeah, yours is all in Chinatown.
All in Chinatown.
All right, so let's end it here for now. Of course, we have plenty of opportunity to get more stories later on. Okay,
Yes.
Thanks for coming on this channel.
Thank you, bro. Thank you for having me.
Hey,
Thank
it's
you
a
for having
pleasure.
me.
It's a pleasure.